Hello, this is Vance, and this is Monday, August the 25th, 2014. And this is the CL pre-market for today using the slow hand method for price action. I wasn't here Friday, didn't do wasn't trading on Friday. I was out of town. I went up to little outfitters camp for a couple of days and had a good time, a little bit of fishing, so it was relaxing. Kind of rushed, but I went up there and it was really a last minute thing more than anything else. But it was nice to get out, and the fish were biting pretty good. Didn't take any pictures. I mean, not much of a picture taker, but it was enjoyable nonetheless. It's first time I'd been up there, and somebody that I know runs this little tourist camp or this fishing camp. The cabins up there, and from a jumping off area, there's probably 30 to 40 lakes that are within a good driving distance that are very have accessibility to good fish, and mostly pickerel or walleye fishing there. If you don't know what that is, but they're really good eating fish. And I mean, there's northern pike, and you get lake trout and some other lakes. Usually, there's not walleye in the same lakes that the lake trout are in, but it's good. There's not a lot of people up there. It's pretty isolating. I mean, you could drive for 4, 5, 6 hours north and not, on an old dirt road up there and not see anybody. So, except the wildlife. So it was good. But back to the old grindstone today. And so I'll talk about that. I'll talk about the trades and stuff. This is just an old chart here. Let me just move the current chart with it's marked up here. Okay, so I've got the overnight high and the overnight low marked out. The overnight low is 93.28. Overnight high is 93.90, 93.95. And if you look at it, and if you look at it from Friday, I mean, the overnight high right now is right at what the daily high was on Friday, and relatively close to the overnight high on Friday evening. The low off of Friday was really was 92.92, just below $93. But if you look at it from the perspective of where that low was, you can see that price came down, tested the low, pulled back, tested again, and then moved its way out of there. So kind of like a line in the sand, and I would say most of the touches occurred really around 93.06. If you look at it from that perspective, here's a first leg down, pulls back, another leg down, and really turned into a really fairly tight trading range as per the rules what we've talked about. And you can see that really tight trading range is defined as trading along a point. Now the bottom was maybe fishing a little bit extra, like we could see that from that perspective. Let me just kind of make this a little bit darker so you can see this. And really, a tight trading range is defined as price trading within a range from a specific point and revisited that point twice. So if you say so, let's talk about this. So it pulls back. Here's the first point. Pulls down. This is the first low. Pulls back to the first high. So then it pulls back out again. So now it's really kind of established this tight trading range. Price pulls back, doesn't stay down there, comes back up, touches it again. Retests it again, comes back down, and pretty close to this low. Like when the price gets down to here, makes this matching low. This is the first, and this is really a second entry long right here. Pulls back down here, first time, second time, pretty strong bar, and retests this area. So really, you can see price from this high starts tight trading range, and what the rules of the tight trading range are: you try to buy at the bottoms and you sell at the tops. Up when price came up here, was there enough room? Well, certainly there was enough room. If you take a look at the real tops here, 93.24. The bottoms where the most touches are is 93.04. Really 20 ticks, but tight trading range. And then you can see it really turned around. And for the rest of the day, it made its way back up over 90, almost to $94. And there was some hesitation. Price pulled up here first time, pulled back second time, another 2 legs back to the EMA. If you're drawing a trend channel right here, or a trend line off of this one, you can see that we had this break. Didn't quite make a new low and then moved its way up, but that's in the overnight. But really try to make a run up to this area, right to the overnight highs, which we got today, and we got in the overnight. So what does that represent? Well, if we're trying to look at from where price is going to head up from here, or is it going to head up, or is it going to be heading down? A couple of signs that we can take a look at. First of all, if you look at it from the fact, we have, let me see this. Okay, so right off this high, we're looking at when price got down to this 93.28 area, which is really at the tops of where the bottom of this, the top of this range from Friday. Right now, we've had this first break of this trend channel, if you can call it a trend channel at this point in time. And so what we'll be looking at is at how price reacts when it gets near this low, or are we rejection up from this top. Really don't know what's going to happen or transpire today, so really got to follow the price action. And right now, it's really too indecisive to take a look at either way, whether it's going to continue up higher or it's going to fail from this top, because we really haven't have the confirmation about where the bottom of this range is at this point in time. Like maybe down here, maybe this the leftover from Friday could be right around the 93.32 area. Maybe this is the higher level of the range, and if you look at from a couple of the touches from Friday, might be at this area that we can look at. And let's take a look at one last thing. Let's take a look at the 1440 chart, and here's this area that we're looking at from last week. And you can see I drew these trend channels in here. I mean on this chart, just to kind of give you a visual reference. We've had a break of this channel. It's retested to a new low, and you can see this is the last week. Like it's last Monday to Friday, and where prices finished up, or this is probably Friday right here, and where we're going to go out from here. Now, again, it looks like there's some resistance here, kind of significant where price is kind of rotated around this line to some degree. Whether price continues down, I'm not sure. I mean, if you have to look at a bias, you have to say the bias is down. If we're looking at it from that perspective. I mean, we've had this move from off here, and I don't know where that bottom is, but let's say it's here, and there's two pullbacks, and is it possible that if this is the upper range, that we're going to be heading down even lower, below 89 or below 90. That could be the case. I mean, obviously we've had this move down from this area. We've had the pullback, and are we looking at is this exhaustion, and that now we're expecting to see some support and maybe kind of retracement back to this area, something like that. And is that going to happen today or over the next few sessions or not? So that's what we're trying to look at, trying to anticipate for now. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you have a good day. I'll do an update later on, a final recap, maybe get a snapshot in there depending how things go, see if it's worthwhile to do that as the day progresses. If you have any questions, you can please let me know. Bye for now.